After 36 episodes of games, special guests, and laughter, Jin of BTS wanted to give a big season finale to his variety show, Run Jin. So he had the idea of bringing the show, including the games and challenges, to fans in a concert.
쳐야 되는데 어떻게 할까 고민을 하다가 달려라 석진 마지막 회가 팬들과 하는 공연이면 어떨까 하는 생각도 갖긴 가졌었어요.
This idea grew more and more until it became an international tour with 18 shows across 9 cities, and it was titled Seokjin EP.Tour. Jin explained his ideas to BTS's touring team, the songs he wanted to sing, the games he wanted to play, and how fans could participate. No backup dancers, no concert VCR, just songs and games.
콘서트 공연 안에서도 미션을 하고 막 그래?
그런 게 좀 있고 예를 들어 노래를 불러요. 노래를 부르다가도 그러면은 저는 그게 진짜 재밌을 것 같아가지고 진짜 좀 뭔가 소통하는 느낌이랄까?
So the planning began. The touring team prepared everything in record time. They selected the best venues available to book in a short period of time. They created tour merch, props, and sets with the themes of Run Jin and promotional material. Jin rehearsed the songs he was going to sing, learned how to play some of his songs on the piano, and practiced with a live band. So the day of the first concert in Goyeon, South Korea came, and everything was ready. The only thing left to do was to start the official run-through with everything set on the actual venue. Jin has done hundreds of these, so it should be no problem.
내가 기획을 하긴 했는데 잘못한 것 같아. 그냥 무난하게 평범하게 할 걸 VCR 없이 그냥 먼저 나가겠다는 선택을 했을까? 무난하게 할 걸.
Because this was such an experimental and interactive tour idea, Jin was nervous about performing and hosting a show he didn't know how it was actually going to be perceived. He even thought of changing it right up until the day of the show.
팬분들 없이 혼자 하려니까 좀 더 심심하고 누구랑 대화할 상대도 없고.
On the other hand, fans didn't know what to expect. All they knew was that this was going to be an immersive event that worked as a spin-off of the variety show Run Jin. But what does that even mean? Fans looked at the unusual venues, the fact that this was promoted as an episode of a show with crazy challenges, and even reports that audiences needed to be prepared for water. So, with all of these questions and nervousness, in June 28th of 2025, the first concert of Run Seokjin EP.Tour started, and fans and the press soon realized that this was a genius idea. As the media put it, Jin rewrote the rules of live performance. He rewrote the history of fan concerts. The last episode of the variety show Run Jin, also known as Run Seokjin, was titled Run Seokjin EP.Tour, and it was not a recorded video. It was a live experience. The challenge of this episode was completing this set list, which contains songs and minigames, and that is divided into 5 rounds. There's no big entrance for this show. Jin simply walks to the stage, and as he's about to hit the big start button, he says the word challenge, or in Korean, Then the first round starts. Jin has to sing 5 songs with a flashy, bold rock festival spin. So with no stops, he sings the 2 singles of his first album, Happy, Running Wild, and I'll Be There. Then he gives the audience 1 minute to get ready, creating anticipation on the crowd. When the minute is over, Jin sings with the clouds and Falling. After all of this, he actually welcomes the audience. He explains that the show starts by saying Run Jin in Korean. Then he teaches the audience that before every challenge, everyone has to scream to then finally sing the lead single of his album Echo, Don't Say You Love Me.
A lot of you guys were holding hearts. I just wanted to say I was really, really touched and thank you so much for it.
The second round starts with a telepathy game, Connect Army. Step 1. Look at the word displayed on the screen. Only Army can see. Step 2. After the 3, 2, 1 countdown, Army has to express the word through body movements only. No sounds, no talking.
1, 2, 3.
Step 3. Jin has 30 seconds to guess the word.
Literally everyone. Oh shit.
앙팡맨? Wait? I was so confused.
Jin's outfit for the next song will be based on the number of correct guesses.
Hey, it's my bro. 테니스. 문서. 카우보이. 에코.
But he may change the rules and let Army decide the outfit they really want to see.
If you guys can keep a secret, I'll go with number 2.
All of the outfits once appear on the show Run Jin. So with this decided and with exactly 90 seconds on the clock, in the next mission, Jin has to change into his outfit and the audience has to start a conversation with the person next to them.
Say hello.
And with the outfit, Jin sings his meme song Super Tuna. To move on to round 3, Jin spins this wheel with the names of his and BTS songs. While he changes outfits, Army has to sing this song with the non-distracting help of an old-school karaoke video prepared by Jin and hit 100 points. In round 3, Jin has to successfully finish his piano setlist, which includes I Will Come to You, and Abyss. Then Jin sings background. And for the last song of this round, Jin has to literally reach another level to sing his song Another Level. Round 4 starts with 3 rounds of the sing-along game Sing Army. Step 1. Look at the song title on the screen. Only Army can see. Lyrics were displayed on the big screen in multiple languages, including Korean, English, and Japanese, with pronunciations provided as well.
You can't read Korean?
Step 2. After the 3, 2, 1 countdown, sing the words to the song a cappella. Step 3. After listening, Jin will yell "Doojong" and guess the song. If he's right, the song plays.
둘, 셋.
But if Jin is wrong, a tray drops on his head.
페이크 러브?
To maintain the momentum and laughs of the sing-along game, Jin sings his most upbeat songs, starting with Loser. Then Jin brings out his cowboy hat and his megaphone to sing the rock country song Rope It. What follows is a compilation of BTS's songs, Dynamite and Butter. With BTS's Sentimental Microcosmos and Spring Day right after. With a bunch of planets among the audience, Jin sings The Astronaut. Finally, Jin continues the message of the astronaut with Nothing Without Your Love. For round 5 to start, ARMY has to show their creative signs to the cameras. Jin then joins the stage one last time and sings Epiphany. This is when Jin gives his final words to fans. For the very last challenge, Jin selects a couple of ARMYs from the audience, and they have to sing the intro of his song Moon.
노래 잘하신다면서요? 아니야 딴 분. 아니야 늦었어요. 늦었어.
Nobody is safe from this challenge, since Jin may also select the staff and security personnel. Once ARMY completes this challenge, Jin sings Moon. Jin introduces the members of the band one by one. And he ends the show with To Me, Today. As he leaves the stage, the episodes of Run Jin are shown on the screen, with the final message that Jin is running to the next city. Jin was the one who came up with the idea for this show, and he probably knew he could pull this crazy idea off because he is not just an experienced artist and performer, he is also a great host. Jin hosted 36 episodes of his variety show, and with this I'm not counting all the times he hosted a Run BTS episode, BTS's variety show. He is the main reason why this experimental show worked. As the title of this article says, Jin is a verb. Jin did not only sing, he talked, he listened, he played, he joked. It was this unperceivable guidance what made audiences motivated to participate, because if they didn't, the show simply wouldn't have worked. And I want to highlight that word, unperceivable. Jin is not only known for his amazing singing, he's also known for being a funny guy who does not take himself too seriously.
Thank you, my bro. Your girlfriend? Okay, have a nice love.
This attitude by Jin makes the audience mirror him. Fans are not scared of failing the games. or dressing in ridiculous costumes. Because even the tour's merch is funny, so the audience has no choice but to have fun. Because everything is fun and games, and Jin makes sure to send this message. Jin does all of these crazy things, and he will celebrate you if you do them as well. Despite all the fun and spontaneousness, there was a ton of planning from Jin and the touring team. But it was years of experience what made this all work in a very short period of time. Jin still had to fight jet lag,
전혀 못했어요 지금.
stay completely healthy,
관리를 못한 제가 너무 한탄스럽고요.
go through hair and makeup, do his pre-concert workouts, rehearse all of his songs, learn how to play the piano, and do a round-through of the performances and games with no audience to participate.
공연보다 런스루가 더 힘든 것 같아. 아무리 힘을 빼고 해도 공연보다 런스루는 이제 관객들도 없고 그래서 힘이 좀 덜 나요.
Jin had to adapt his show to the unconventional venues his team found last minute. And he had to prepare to host the games in multiple languages and get familiarized with his interpreter. So the laid-back nature of this tour didn't necessarily make everything easy. It was Jin's work ethic, the hard work of his team, and the trust between these two parties what made this crazy idea become a reality.
제가 괜찮을 것 같은 사이를 맞춰. 저희랑 같이 오래 하신 분이랑 일을 하니까 이런 점이 좋은 것 같아요. 저도 제가 뭘 말해야 될지를 모르겠는데 뭐 하던 대로 맞춰주세요 하면 잘 맞춰주세요.
Seokjin episode tour ended in August 10th of 2025 in Amsterdam. Jin hit that big button for the last time as he was leaving the stage. He went live to celebrate the end of the tour with fans. He gave his final comments for a Weaver's tour report. And the last tour vlog was released on YouTube. I waited until the very last moment of the tour to finish writing this video because I was scared of missing something. So when the last vlog came out, I had my notes ready, the videos downloaded, and the script finished. But I missed something. Only 5 days after the last tour content was released, Seokjin episode tour Encore was announced. 2 final concerts happening in October 31st and November 1st in Incheon Munhak Main Stadium in Incheon, South Korea. And this is yet another crazy last-minute idea by Jin. Jin explains that he is in the middle of BTS album preparations, but he saw a venue available. He said, "I was contemplating this a lot for about 2 minutes, but I just decided to go for it, and I have not prepared a single thing yet. So I decided to also just go for it and show you now what I prepared for so long, because continuing waiting is the antithesis of the entire tour." Jin knew he had an effective touring team he worked with for years. He knew he had the hosting experience, a talented live band, and just enough time to tour some cities before BTS started working on their comeback. So why not go with this innovative idea? It was this trust on his team, his own talent, and his overall instinct what made this tour historical. It's not just about the records, which by the way, this tour has many. Sold out shows, 5-star reviews, box office records. But beyond these great achievements, what's historic and being talked about the most by fans and the media is the idea. The setlist and minigames were all the same, but every concert was truly different because every challenge was different, every audience was different. Jin just knew how to move the crowd. Despite not having any big set designs or big spectacle, many fans and critics considered this one of the best, if not the best, fan concert experiences they've ever had.
좀 뭐 돌발 행동이었을 거예요. 투어가 회사도 그렇고 우리 팬분들한테도 그렇고 저한테도 그렇고 저희 돌발 행동에 맞춰줘서 감사하다고 얘기를 하고 싶고요. 언젠간 찾아오는 나를 위해서 기다리죠. 달려라, 석진!